Hi everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Igama lami Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel sibuka ama-reality shows ethala eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo. Lama shows siyaphinda-ke futhi sikhuluma ngama-celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers ethu ala eMzansi. If it's your first time joining me today and you like my content, there is a subscribe button la ngezansi. Please press it and a notification bell ukuze phela uthole umyalezo uma ngabe umsebenzi omusha sesiwufakile. Guys, there is a join button if you want to be a member of the channel. If you want to give money to the channel, there's a thanks button. And thank you so much to everybody that watches my adverts agule channel. I appreciate that a lot. Okay, so guys, we're going to talk about Enhle kanye no Black Coffee. One thing that I'm realizing about these two is that they were actually a very perfect match. Okay, this was our perfect couple in South Africa, honestly, because they just both toxic. They both just won't let go of the past and move on. They just won't do it. Okay, and it's both of them, that's why I feel like they really were a perfect match. Okay, because this is why this has gotten as ugly as it has, because none of them can actually let go. So of course, you guys, the affair had come out, and with Enhle, which some of us didn't believe, and then the wife came with the receipts, and obviously, I mean, we had no choice but to believe that the affair did actually take place. And part of me, a small part of me, really was hoping that Enhle is going to come out and just, be an adult about it and say, listen, you guys, I did make a mistake and got into this relationship, but this is what the truth is from my side. For her to just tell her side of the story and take some accountability and take some responsibility, and maybe apologize even to the wife, but she didn't do that. There were threats to take the legal routes against the wife, which honestly I don't understand, which for me it disappointed me even more as somebody that really was hoping that she was going to take some accountability. So I mean, but we have to accept, because that is something that people that date these married men nowadays tend to want to do once they are caught. They want to sue the wife, or they want to take the wife to court, or they want to open a case against the wife, which really is like the nerve. So now, of course, the story never ended there, because obviously when they are news of the affair came out, we all knew that wherever Black Coffee was, he was probably twerking or something. Whatever it is that Black Coffee does to indicate that he is very happy about what was happening with Enhle. And but it turned out that he wasn't really twerking. He was thinking about approaching a podcast and chill, to go and chill there and tell everything. When I heard that he had made that indication that he might actually go and sit with G and Sol and talk about whatever it is that he wants to talk about, it made me think of Job, you guys, because I was like, yeah, it might be a good idea for him to go there. People will be excited, but he will probably say too much, because there's something about the podcast and chill that makes people want to say, or more than they should. And this is what happened with Job. He sat on that chair and got too comfortable and said too much and ended up losing his job. Well, for a very short time, but he did. Okay, so the story is still continuing, and Zimoja still is writing about it today on the 17th of January 2023. This is written by Uthi Yonyaba. This is basically an overall update on what's happening now with Black Coffee and Enhle. It says war between Enhle and Black Coffee is far from over. Knives are out between Grammy Award-winning music producer Nkosinathi DJ Black Coffee Baphumulo and ex-wife and actress Enhle Mlotshwa, following their public spat over their ugly divorce that hogged headlines, both parties have threatened to expose each other. Honestly, you guys, like everything now that I read or listen to when it comes to these two, it just confirms for me that why these people were together, because I feel like they are just as like they are equally toxic, and maybe that's the reason that they can't really let go of each other, because they were such a perfect match. They were a perfect imperfect match for each other, and it's hard to just let go and just move on with their lives. Okay, Black Coffee said tongues wagging recently when he agreed to be interviewed by Mdletshe and Sol Penduga in one of their most watched controversial podcasts. He announced on Twitter that he was ready to come to the show. Ready to come and chill, gents. At Sol Penduga and Mdletshe Unleashed, he tweeted. On the other hand, an equally scorned Enhle said she was also prepared to expose her ex's dirty linen, and she's aiming on taking her story internationally when she hinted that she is ready for CNN. Okay, I didn't know that CNN does stories like this, but I haven't watched anything from CNN in a while. Maybe they do, so I was very surprised by this. And I guess Enhle really thinks highly of their relationship, to think that CNN audiences will be interested in their relationship. But I mean, I guess maybe I'm the one that is not so informed about the kind of stories that CNN does, but I just wouldn't think that they would be interested in this kind of a story. But Enhle is ready to go there, I guess. This left many shocked, and they are waiting with bated breath for Black to shed light on assault allegations that Enhle made against him in 2021. I think for me, even more than the assault allegations, you guys, because I already know that Black Coffee is going to deny the assault allegations. I don't think that we're going to have anything new there. He's just going to deny that happened. But I mean, I'm just interested to know more about their marriage, because I do feel like when we thought that they had a perfect marriage, because I felt like maybe at the beginning of their marriage it really was a good marriage, they were in a good relationship. So but now it just makes me question their whole relationship. So I would like to hear his perspective on how their relationship was from his side of the story. But I would also like to hear the same from Enhle, her just being open about everything that happened in their marriage, but I still feel like we're probably not gonna get anything new when it comes to the assault allegations. I think Black Coffee is gonna come on and say it didn't happen, and if Enhle comes and talks about it, she's gonna say that it happened. So that we already know. And they filed the protection order against Coffee, accusing him of gaslighting, emotional, verbal, and physical and financial abuse. According to the source, Enhle's public relations team is currently looking for an international platform for an interview. I don't even know why they wanna go on an international platform. They should just do a South African platform, because I think that people that are more interested in what's happening with this relationship is more, just as locals. Why are they looking for international platforms? Black Coffee also said is said to be writing a tell-all book to expose his former wife's dirty laundry. This is why I say that they are equally toxic, because just as much as Enhle is not letting go of this, also Black Coffee is also not letting go of of this. Actually, because yes, we knew that they were dealing with the assault allegations, but at some point it seemed like the story was dying down. They were still dealing with it, obviously behind the closed doors, but we were being entertained by other stories in South Africa until recently. Black Coffee decided to tweet, and then the wife of the husband that they were having an affair with, who tweeted, so it resurrected the story. But it's like they enjoy it, low-key they enjoy it when we actually talk about this story as much as we talk about it, because when it dies down, they find a way to resurrect the story. According to the source close to the situation, it has been approached. He has been approached by a lucrative deal to write an autobiography about his life, from his hard childhood and how he worked hard to achieve what he has now, including details of his marriage. He will do anything to clear his name, and the fact that endless scandals keep coming out, it makes the content of the book even more interesting, says the source. Listen, this is the thing that makes me feel like, all of these scandals coming out at this time while they are dealing with the assault allegation is suspect, is because of this, like a statement like this, where it is being stated here that the coming out of the scandals as Enhle is almost like an advantage for Black Coffee. Statements like that make me feel like, was this a strategy from the beginning to sort of behind the scenes push for these scandals to come out about Enhle, so that her image can be the way that it is right now, and then he can come out with the book? I mean, anything is possible. And also, that is not to say that Enhle did not do what is being alleged when it comes to the affair. She might have had the affair, but they might have found a way to push for it to come out, because obviously it works for Black Coffee if the story comes out. So anything is possible. Okay, according to the source, Enhle was tipped by her ex that her ex is willing to go all out to air their dirty linen in public. Enhle won't back off. She will also do whatever it takes to fight for her name, at the source. Okay, another reliable source says the couple does not get along and that there is hardly any communication between them. This is the thing, you guys, that they don't even have good friends, because information like this will come from somebody that is close to one of them, and this is like, guys, like, which friend is this? You are not a good friend. If you're the one that spoke to this publication and actually released this information, you are not a good friend, because we were under the impression that they actually co-parent very well together. They just don't get along. But now, because you have exposed this information, now we know that they don't even do that very well. Another reliable source says the couple does not get along and that there is hardly any communication between them. They communicate through emails and their legal representatives. I doubt there will ever be peace between the two. The only thing that's holding them together is their kids. If they could block and delete each other's contacts, they could do it without they would do it without hesitation, the source added. Attempts to get comments from both Enhle and Black Coffee drew blank. Okay, I wonder, you guys, what's gonna end up really happening, because none of them is going to let go of the situation. If Black Coffee is still going to be writing a book, if he's still going to be doing interviews, and I'm guessing that for every interview that Black Coffee is going to do, Enhle is probably going to reply. Maybe if Black Coffee writes a book, and Enhle will write a book too. So this is just going to go on forever and forever and forever. One thing for me, I've already concluded this, that the two, we can say that they were not good together, but they were also, you can see how they came together. They're the same, they're the same. And I think that deep down, they still do love each other in a weird and twisted way, because obviously they don't want to let go of this situation. Because imagine being in a relationship with Black Coffee where his whole life is like about Enhle, and you're in a relationship with Enhle where her whole life is about Black Coffee. Anyway, that is my opinion, but I want to hear what your opinion is in the comment section. What do you think is going to happen moving forward, you guys? Obviously we never get tired of gossiping, so it gives us a lot of gossip, but anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando kakhulu.